Hello, gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of the Gentlemen's Club. I'm your host, Marc Antomattei. Anyways, in this episode, we are going to be talking about the history of the shave. I have some pieces of shaving kit here that I would like to show you how I slowly progressed and built my way up the food chain of shaving. And I'm going to tell you guys when I first started. And I'm going to show you guys all of my products here. It all started maybe when I was a late teen. Now, I would say even an early teen, like maybe 15, 16 years old. Slowly started getting all this stubble down here. Started getting this goatee. I remember I had a goatee even before I had a mustache. And at that time, I did not care about shaving. I just let it grow, just grow wild. If it got too long, I just trimmed it up with some scissors and that was about it. But it was at the time that I got into the U.S. military. I joined the Air Force. At that time, I was forced to shave. I was about 20 years old. At that time, I did have a mustache and I had the soul patch. I had everything going on, full speed ahead. And I had to shave my neck. You're not allowed to keep a beard or a soul patch in the military, but a mustache is allowed. So I had to shave at least once every other day to keep uniformed. And also you have to get rid of the sideburns as well. So I started off with something simple like this. This, you could tell how old this thing is. I would say that this one is about 10 years old. So this is a Gillette Mach 3 razor. The reason they call it Mach 3 is because, let me grab this thing here. Because it comes with this little shaving blade, and there's 3 blades that is on this razor. And actually, I think this one still works fairly good, but I stopped using it for quite a long time, even though it does work good for me, because I thought this one would be better. So maybe about 2 years ago, I thought this thing would be a lot better because it's 5 blades instead of 3, so I bought Gillette again, because it's been a pretty faithful brand to me. So I bought this one, the Gillette Proglide, and this is battery powered. I can't remember whether it takes, I think it takes a single AAA battery. I'm not sure. Anyways, so I'm using this one now. You press this power on button, which it has no juice in it, by the way, anymore. I'd have to replace the battery. But you press this button and it vibrates. So it's supposed to, yeah, I guess the vibration is supposedly supposed to help. I'm not too sure whether it does or not, but I would turn it on just as a mental thing, thinking that it does add a little bit of a better shave, but I can't even prove that, to tell you the truth. And to be quite honest with you, even though I upgraded to this 5-bladed razor and it has the battery power thing and whatnot, somehow, just subconsciously in my mind, I never felt like this 5-bladed razor, the Proglide, was ever giving me a better shave than the Mach 3. Somehow this one still seems better to me, in my own personal opinion, than this Proglide Fusion. Okay, this is what the Gillette Proglide Fusion looks like with the head on. And even though I use this for shaving, this is not the only thing that I use for shaving. I use it in tandem with this one right here. This is a throwaway blade from Feather. This is a company here in Japan. And this thing is made primarily for women. This is found in the women's section of the drugstore. And women buy this blade not for shaving their legs or anything like that, but they use this to trim up their eyebrows, the straight bladed razor. But I actually found that it works very nicely for shaving, and I use it for shaving my mustache. I trim it up along the bottom here and cut underneath my nose, and I trim up anything that I need to trim up or line up. And if I want a really close shave, first thing, how I use this in tandem, if I have a lot of hair, like now I've let my hair grow on the side of my face for 3 days, so it's kind of thick. Instead of just using this first, the first thing I would do was use the Gillette Proglide, and I would cut and get it down as much as I can. And then after I get it down as much as I can, then I would bring in this one and I would go against the grain to get an even closer shave, so it gives me a super close shave. So I use both of these in tandem side by side with one another. And I started using this feather throwaway blade, I would say in roughly about 2008. So that is about 8 years ago. And anyways, my girlfriend had seen me using this. I'm sorry, this one is so ugly. It's so rusty. It's getting ready to go in the trash. I'm not using this anymore. It's just here just for display, but it's going in the trash. So my girlfriend would see me using this to shave my face, and she thought it would make a nice birthday present. I presume to buy me a straight bladed razor. So for my 33rd birthday, January 4th, 2016, she bought me this feather blade right here. And this has this clasp inside of it. You press down on the clasp, and then you put your blade inside of here, your straight blade. And you can use that for about 10 shaves before you have to throw it away, and 15 come in a pack. That's if you get the safety razors, but if you get the very professional ones that are sharp, then 20 of those will come in a package. And again, that's about 10 shaves per blade, so it's going to last quite a while. Well, this is last as long as you want it to, but the blades throw away. But this whole unit right here is throwaway. And I'm getting tongue-tied here. This is the same company, Feather here. I did not know that until I looked at these things side by side and realized that. I never realized that I was buying from Feather before this one. But this is very popular. In the United States, this is going to run you a lot of money. You can order from Amazon.com. I'll leave a link down in the description, but I'm not sure if it's really worth it. If you want to give it a try, then go ahead and click on my Amazon affiliated link. Order you a pack of 3 of these, and you see if you like them or not, just to see if you want to get into the whole straight bladed thing. And you might find that you like it, you might find that you don't. But anyways, this is what I'm currently using. And since this video is called The History of the Shave, today we are not going to use this one. I'm going to show you the very old-fashioned way that I used to shave before I used to get the shaving soap and do the whole gentleman etiquette thing that takes a very long time. I just used to do some quick shaving. So anyways, the very old style, old-fashioned way. Let's get into it. So usually when I shaved before, it was always 100% of the time going to be in the shower as I was taking a shower. The first thing I would do is I get my face nice and wet. Go ahead and do that now. I just use regular old body soap, and I would lather it in my hands as much as I could. Just rubbing my hands together. Sorry, I got this water running. Just put it on the side of my face. Hold on, let me see if I can get just a little bit more on my hand. It's not a perfect lather, just, all right, that's good. That's good. As long as I can see some suds. And on my neck. Okay. All right, let's get serious, people. Let's get serious. All right, now that I got that on my face, let me figure out which one I'm going to use today. I think I'm going to go old-fashioned style. Oh, this thing that my girlfriend gave me as a gift. This came from Commissary Club, this chrome one. I didn't talk enough about this. This is the exact same thing as the Gillette Mach 3. It's just that it's in chrome and it looks a lot better. So this one is going in the trash and this one I'm going to keep. Let's go ahead and do it old school style. Gillette Mach 3, only 3 blades. Let's take the safety tape off of here. Okay, very nice. Let's go ahead and soak this. Get it wet. Get it wet and heat it. I use moderately hot water. It doesn't matter. Let's go ahead. Just go straight down. It's a very quick shave. I don't use shaving cream. Didn't use any shaving soaps. I just use regular old body soap. It works perfectly fine for me. It lubricated my face enough so that it's slick enough to cut without cutting myself. I don't get any razor bumps from it. Okay, those sideburns that were there were history. I don't even know if you guys can see those. That's stubble. It might not pick up on the camera, but trust me, it's there. That's 3 days of stubble. Usually I shave every other day, but I've let it go extra long this time. Just get below my lip here. Shave around my goatee because I'm keeping the goatee and the mustache and the soul patch. That is not coming off. Only thing I'm shaving that I usually shave is just the sideburns and the neck. And I hate the United States military for this because before I had no hair on my neck. I probably had like one piece of hair that was on my neck, and it was so thinned out that you could barely tell that it was there. Military said to me, "No, this is no good. You need to shave this shit." They forced me to shave that piece of hair, and you know what happens after you shave. It grows back thicker and fuller and in more force. So now my hair on my neck is in complete full effect, and I have to shave it every other day. Otherwise it's going to grow and it's going to look wild and bad, and I hate it so much. But I think it would have never got this bad had I not did that initial shave when I was in boot camp. And that sucks. So now I'll be shaving this for the rest of my life. And to get a little bit of a closer shave, look, I don't even re-lather. It's good enough. I go against the grain, going up. You guys can't hear it, but to my own audible listening, I can hear this running against the roughness of the little stubble there. Cutting that. And then as soon as I stop hearing the audible sound within my head, then I know that it's done shaved good. Alright, so then I would pretty much call that done. I would add more soap to my face. Just wash it off. Alright guys, I know I said I wasn't going to use this whole rusty thing. You know what, I lied. Let's get in one last use of this before I stop. So I'm going to trim up my mustache along the lip line. I might need a little bit more soap for this, because I didn't think I was going to do this, but then I decided midway through this video, yeah, I'm going to do it. Alright. Slowly and gently, just push down. Just to have a nice edge up there. And again on the lip. Alright, let's go ahead and wash the excess soap off my face and the little stubbles of hair that has been cut off, and then we are done. Alright. Let's get a nice dry face here. No particular reason. I just air pat my face dry. I like it that way. If any little bits of remaining water's left, I just let that air dry because that's how I like it. The last thing we're going to do is just put on a little bit of lotion. All right, just a little bit here. Normally I use rubbing alcohol first. I don't have any at the immediate moment, but I put the alcohol first as an antiseptic, heal any cuts or just to help heal the skin, and then following that, then I would put the lotion to rejuvenate my face so that it doesn't dry out because of the alcohol. So I do it in that order. A lot of people have problems with rubbing alcohol. Not me though. A lot of people believes it ages your skin, but I don't. Anyways, that's my typical shave, and that is it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and until next time, keep it classy.